For your last five, there must be a lot of confidence in the team heading into the semi-finals.
Yeah, definitely. I think I guess the key to that has been we've played 5 different teams in that time, just about. So to have that consistency and to be able to perform up against different opponents all the time has been really crucial in making sure that we're confident leading into the game on Saturday. I think the Thunder are a great team and we've got one up on them recently, so that will hopefully get in their heads a little bit.
Is that something you take into consideration well, that victory over them so recently? Or?
I think it's the slate's wiped clean, isn't it? Once you get to semi-finals, it doesn't really matter what's happened in the past. I think, as I said, they're a quality outfit, Sydney Thunder. They've been the most consistent team across all seasons of the WBBL, and they've got some world-class players in their lineup. So once you get to the semis, it actually doesn't matter what you've done against any opponent. But I think the beauty of our team at the moment is we've played some really consistent cricket throughout the season, so we've got a lot of confidence that we'll be able to do that again on Saturday.
Yeah, it also seems that reputations don't mean much to your girls. I mean, you could be playing the world's best, but it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, I think that's been a change this year as well. We've sort of been worrying about ourselves a bit more and not so much about who we're coming up against. I think the group's in a really good spot at the moment, and everyone's been contributing throughout the season and having match-winning games for us. So as individuals, I think there's a lot of confidence flying around the group at the moment, but as a team as well, I think it's been a big difference.
Beth, you mentioned match-winning contributions from everyone. Do you think that's been a bit of a key for you guys? Like other teams you might see, the Aussie Stars, obviously you got 100 last game, but generally speaking, it's been girls performing throughout.
Yeah, definitely. I think that's been the biggest change I've seen this year. People have owned their game a bit more, and they know exactly what they need to do when they go out there and are really clear on their role. As I said, that the top 6 has all performed at some point during the season, and the bowlers have done a wonderful job as well, and our fielding's probably backed that up too. So, T20 cricket's a funny game, anything can happen, but if you know that everyone's in a position to contribute, then you're going to do a lot better than if they're not.
Before you went to Mackay, you said to us you felt like you were struggling to hit the ball off the square, and all of a sudden you got 100 to your name. What's changed since then?
I don't know. If you're going to go down, you may as well go down swinging, right? I think. I'm not sure. I think I probably wasn't really clear on my process and my plan early in the season after a few low scores. I think, as soon as you start doubting yourself, it's easy to sort of unravel and spiral out of control. So that's probably what happened to me a little bit. But looking back, I was probably a bit harsh on myself as well. Grace and Sammy Jo have been doing a wonderful job at the top, and my role early in the season was probably to get them to face as many balls as possible, and they've obviously done a wonderful job too. So I've been a bit harsh on myself, but that's what you have to do if you want to be one of the best players in the world. So I'll probably always be like that, but it's nice to find the middle and get some confidence leading into the semi.
It's hard to ignore, I guess, the finals one game away. How big an achievement that would be to get there?
To be honest, no one's really spoken about it. I think that's another thing that we've probably not really realised the value that's had, having not spoken about what's ahead of us or complained about the travel or anything like that. I think that the beauty of the group at the moment is we just worry about what's ahead right now, and at the moment we've got a bit of training on today, and then the girls get a day off tomorrow and sort of get away from the game a little bit, and then we'll come back on Friday and head to Sydney, and hopefully everyone's just worried about that game and what they can do to contribute in that performance, and anything that happens after that will be a win, but we're not quite there thinking about that yet.
Touched on Sammy Jo being good at the top of the order. I mean, she's been also brilliant with the ball. She's had a few enormous performances for you guys.
Yeah, she's definitely been a really good contributor for us this season, and good on the field, good off the field. Just a great character for the group to have. She keeps you really grounded, and she's a lover of life too, Sammy. So she's a really good person to have in the team, and it's just really nice to see her come out of her shell with her game a little bit and back herself a bit more, and it's showing out on the field. The confidence that she's exuding in her performances is outstanding, and she's been the difference for us this year. I think just the consistency that she's bowled with and backing it up with the bat as well.
See higher honours for her?
Yeah, I think in the next couple of years, if she carries on the way she is, it will be hard to ignore. I think as someone who's been there before and probably put performances on the board and not been, I guess, selected for things, it's you get a bit frustrated, but at the same time, it probably means more if you have to work a bit harder for it. So I think Sammy Jo, if she carries on the way she is, you'll find her in the Australian team in the next couple of years.
What about Grace? When she comes off at the top of the order, it sets you guys up, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. She's an outstanding player. She could be one of the best players in the world if she wanted to be. And, you know, she sets the tone from ball one, doesn't care who's bowling at her, she'll hit you out of the park. So it's been nice watching her at the other end do her thing, but also scary at times that the ball's going to come back at me.
We asked Lenny about just the kids out here. I mean, this is, cricket's always been a national sport, but it just seems to be growing and growing, especially the girls now coming through.
Yeah, definitely. I think, you know, we've had a big turnout today. There was another junior heat clinic last month. The kids just get really excited about getting to play out here in these facilities and meeting everyone. And grassroots cricket is definitely growing in Australia, and it's one thing that we know is really important to growing the game, is making sure that we can do everything we can to keep them in the game.
When he said that when he was at school, you know, the Jimmy Mars and they came along and he got an autograph, like how good. And now that these again girls will be doing the same with you and your team.
Yeah, it was a bit different to when I was at school. There wasn't a whole lot of women's cricket around, and you sort of had to be involved in it to know who played and things like that. But, you know, it's unbelievable that there's a pathway for girls now, and it's a viable career choice for us too. So, you know, the number of girls that are out there today is really special to see. I think that sort of keeps you going a bit more, and you, as I said, you want to keep girls in the game as long as possible and make sure they're enjoying it. So yeah, it's been an awesome experience to be a part of, that's for sure.
Some of the vision from Cairns and Mackay, the kids going to get their name and stuff, it's must be pretty nice actually.
Yeah, it's kind of like you have to pinch yourself a little bit, I think. Like, when I first started playing underage cricket for Queensland when I was about 12, I just thought it was going to be a hobby and something that I loved doing, and I didn't think I would have the opportunity to get girls playing the game or the opportunity for it to be my job. So yeah, it's unbelievable that I get to experience this and the rest of the group does, and hopefully that means more girls play.
Thanks, Beth.
Thanks, Beth.
Good luck.
You're welcome. Thank you.